I have the sweetest neighbor ever. Like, first of all, if you have one of those neighbors that annoy the hell out of you, that doesn't leave you alone, that complains about everybody, maybe they're not so bad. Maybe they just got stuff of their own, and maybe they might turn out to be a blessing in your life if you give them a chance. I'm just saying, because let me tell you, that's what I did. This lady has been driving me nuts, but she's like never really done anything wrong to me, and she's the neighbor of of someone that I was once close to, another neighbor of ours who had since cut ties, and because of things like this lady's came in, and just been helping me out like randomly, and it just kind of came to me just now, like, this lady's so nice because, like, okay, so let me go back a few months ago. I was talking about looking for work and how my only struggle was transportation. I was like almost crying, like, and I just needed to get transportation to go to this interview, for a job, and I had just kind of barely crossed paths with her every once in a while outside, and so this time I'm telling her, and she's like, if I gave you $20, would you use it for a bus pass? And I was like, well, yeah, of course, like, seriously, yeah, of course, like, without a doubt. And she gave me $20, for a bus pass for a week. And that was a few months ago. And then, like, Christmas came around, and I guess that she had left me a Christmas gift on my porch that unfortunately someone else took, but I guess it was a pair of pants for me. And I never got to say thank you to her until just the other day, when I went to her place about something else, and we briefly started talking, because I ran into her earlier in the week, not ran into her, but she drove by me, and I flipped her off because she honked at me, and I was having a bad day, and I felt bad about that, so I wanted to apologize about that, and thank her for the Christmas gift that someone notified me about, but it wasn't there by the time I looked. But I just wanted to thank her and felt bad. And this is just the other day now, and she's like, later on in that day, after we're talking or whatever, she messaged me, we exchanged phone numbers, and she messages me like, hey, I have a bunch of pants for you, like, come over and get them or whatever. And I go and get them. And she literally has a bag of jeans for me. I wasn't even expecting the best jeans, I was just like, that's so nice, because I need jeans. I hate shopping, so the last thing I want to shop for is jeans, literally, but all my jeans are getting holes in them, bad. So anyways, I go over there, and she has this bag. You know how many jeans are in here? A lot. I haven't even counted them. And they're all they're like brand new, practically brand new, in all my sizes. There's Jordache, but then there's like hydraulic, and they're all brand freaking new. There's like BCBG, freaking baby fat, Aaron Pastel, like really nice. Like, I love corduroys, so whatever, if you don't wear them still, because they're so badass. So I got, like, you can't really tell, but they're like green, dark green, brand freaking new corduroys. Those are BDG, whatever the hell, I don't know, brand name something or other. And like, so I don't know how many this is. You must have. I have white jeans, something pink or another. All like brand new, right? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7 pairs of brand new jeans, brand new, like nice jeans, and they all are my size, right? That was so sweet of her. And this bag has been sitting next to my I haven't even cleaned them, I haven't tried them on, nothing, and I feel horrible. I just pulled them out for the first time, actually. And then last night, so guys, sorry, but gotta talk about it, but we all have it. Whatever. So I'm like, this lady, I don't even know how to like say it, because I'm like, so I started my cycle, right? And I'm waiting to start a job, so I don't have money to even, like, I don't have stuff for myself here, and I don't have money to go out and get anything, that's just the reality of it, and I used to, like, my girlfriend over here would help me, or whatever, but recently I have cut everyone out of my life because they were all bad for me. And so I don't have help anymore, and I didn't even think about that. I don't even know how I'm getting to my new job yet. I'll walk there, I don't even care. And I didn't think about it. You know, this is something I didn't think about. It's just like, you know, I'm just looking for a job, and that's all I was focusing on. Then I start my menstrual cycle, and I'm like, F my life. I don't want to even talk to anyone, right? The last thing I want to do is go online to my online friends and be like, hey, like, it's embarrassing, you know? And I just decided to message her. She lives right there anyways, like, hey, do you have like anything I can have? Like, as I just started my cycle. She's like, oh yeah, I'm out. No, you know, whatever. I have one. So I was like, okay, you know, whatever. And I just didn't expect to hear from her. And then she starts blowing my phone up, and I was really annoyed, which I feel bad about now. And so then she's pounding on my door, and I was like online just being busy, like, you know, I should have answered the door, but whatever the case. I finally went out there. I looked out there when she messaged me and told me it was her, because I didn't know it was her knocking in the first place. And she said, hey, grab it before someone steals it, because what happened back in Christmas. So I go out there, and this isn't my door. I don't know if anyone's ever seen one of these. I didn't even really look at what it was. It's upside down. I didn't even really look at what it was. I was like, oh, cool, just some pads of bird packaging, whatever. And I threw it in the bathroom, and like forgot about it. And then I went to use the restroom, and I'm like, oh shoot. You know, so I opened it, and it's so like, you know, I thought it was just like some pads, and you know, I open it. I just wanted to cry. It's a freaking purse. She called me a purse, and it's not just like any purse. First of all, look how cute that is. It's not any purse. I don't know where they sell these, but this is like the coolest thing ever for a woman. It has all kinds of stuff in here for me. Like, I'm not even opening it, but like, all kinds of stuff for me. Like, she got me a purse. And it came with like everything I need. Everything I need in a cute purse. Like, and now I feel bad, and I'm messaging her, and I'm sitting there like on the toilet, opening this, like crying, you know, all emotional and shit. And I just like, I owe this woman, like, for no reason. She's just doing this. I didn't, you know, we're not even barely friends, you know, like, we barely talked in passing over the past few years. Like, who does this for someone just randomly, you know? And like, she's the annoying neighbor that everyone, you know, is like, oh, there's Darla, you know. And like, now like, she's a really sweet lady, actually. And I like, it's kind of like a little off the subject, but like her dog's name is my son's name. And so when I first moved here, I used to hear her always call his name Aiden. I would trip out, like, what the hell is going on? I was like, is there someone named Aiden that like lives here? You know, I thought it was like a kid that lives here for so long. I thought it was some kid. And then one day I meet her, and she's like, this is my dog Aiden. And I'm like, that's my baby boy's name, you know. And for those of you that don't know me, I haven't talked to or seen my son in a very long time, because of mistakes I made, you know, many years ago, 12 years actually. And we just recently got back in touch. And we don't live in the same city anymore, so we're just in touch, talking back and forth. And he wants to actually meet me. He remembers me, but he wants a relationship, you know. And that just started a few weeks ago. And so anyways, I'm like, this lady was obviously meant to be in my life. Like, how can we not believe in destiny and God when there's like God really does, like, seriously, if there's like, I've always been like a strong believer that like, if there's somebody in your life that's like a freaking thorn, you know, that will not go away, like, and they're just like and they just, for some reason, it's like a big bright freaking yellow neon like light in your life that just like you're blinded by, no matter how far you try to look away, or like, you know what I mean, like something that just is like, hello, you need to focus your attention to me. Like, if you meet that kind of person and you hate them, they annoy you, you know, there's a reason why that person is like sticking out like a sore thumb. There's a reason. Like, I really do believe that, because every single person that I've ever felt like that towards, with the exception of my mom, but you know, it's a different story. But I think that's just a parent thing. But every person that I've come across like that, I've always just kind of like try to reach out to them if it was someone that like hated me or I had issues with. For some reason, I'm drawn more to those people to just like be in their lives or have them in my life for some reason. I don't know why. And it's every single time it's turned out like this, you know, like in some form or another. It turns out to actually be kind of good, you know, or not like bad at all, you know. And if like I just didn't like keep my mind open, you know, like, okay, this person, like, I don't know why I'm like that, but like, you know, why I'm drawn to those people, like, to make things right. I just want to make things right between us, I guess, or something, you know, or whenever I have an issue or whatever the case. just drawn to those people that are like, ah! And it always works out. It really does. Like, I've been threatened by people. There's this girl that was threatening me over the phone when I was in like high school. Literally threatening, and she's a big girl. You know, she was a friend of my ex's, and and they were like best friends, but you know, when me and him were together, she had to be nice to me. But after we broke up, she was not nice to me, wanted to beat me up. She's a scary girl. Everybody was afraid of her, right? She was like a man. Like, she had, like, you guys were afraid of her. She was looking for me, you know, in the city I was in. And one day, a bunch of us teenagers were out drinking or whatever, and somehow me and her had gotten on the phone. And she was being mean, and she wanted to meet up and beat my ass. You know, like, beat me up. And I was like, why can't we just be friends? Blah. You know, like, being the peacekeeper I am. Like, I just want to be friends. And by the end of the night, we had met up, and she was buying me drinks. And we were drinking, and we were, like, cheersing, and we were, like, friends after that. Just because I was like, why can't we just be friends? And I just wanted to, like, you know, it always worked out. Even, like, I used my supervisor that I'm still friends with, Terry, like, God, what was it? Maybe 15, a long time ago, years and years ago, when I was pregnant with my son, pretty much the job I had. There was a supervisor, Terry. She's like a temporary type supervisor that was there from our main supervisor wasn't there, like, on the weekends. And everybody had kind of had things with her from what I heard. I don't know that, I didn't witness it, but and then me and her kind of started not getting along for a while, and we had this one weekend where she'd kind of blown up on me. I can't remember exactly the circumstances or, you know, what happened the rest of that day, but we did end up sitting down and talking about it, and we were able to work fine after that. I don't remember having issues with her after that, and even since then to this day, I still use her as my number one reference, first of all, like a personal and professional reference, and I use that example for when they ask about, so describe a time when it was difficult to work with someone, and how did you handle that? I always use that as an example, and those of you that's on Indeed, you know. you know. They ask that question with every phone interview, and I use that situation every single time because, like, you know, she's not just my professional reference, but now, like, we've become support for one another for, like, mental health and all that, and we still talk. We just talked today, actually. We're friends, you know, and she's brought me up on days that I needed it and vice versa, you know, and sometimes purely by accident. And I haven't seen her since I even worked at that job, you know, but we've stayed in touch, and, you know, she's always been like my number one reference and example, and I told her that. And so I'm just saying, and I did not like her. Let me tell you, like, I did not like her at work. I did not like working with her. You know, and I found out that we were so much alike. And I hate when people say that, because people say that about me and my mom, but, you know, there's some truth in that, you know, like, you hate in others what you see in yourself. And sometimes you just need to open your eyes, because, like, just like, you know, that there's more to you when people like that say, like, you're a horrible person or whatever the case, there's more to them too, you know, and, like, we all have our stuff, and, you know, sometimes, you know, there's just disagreements, and it's okay, and you get through that. And I've learned those are, like, the best relationships in my life too, the strongest. Like, we can go years without talking, but, like, if we've been through something, we're good for still now. I'm so good with all those people, you know, except for the one from high school, because it was so long ago, but when we were kids. But it's always worked out. I didn't like this lady. I didn't like her at all, and I'm so glad that, like, I just still kept an open heart to, like, you know, whenever I passed her by, and all I did was just be cordial. That's what I tell people all the time. Like, you don't even have to be nice to, you don't have to be nice. I don't know if that, you just have to be cordial, like, to people. Just be cordial. You don't have to be mean. And being cordial, like, you don't have to go by them and, like, just be mean every time you see them, or, like, oh, I cross this person and get mad about it. Like, that's just so unnecessary. Be cordial, and they're just another person in the world that you pass in the elevator, like, oh, let me get that button for you. Have a good day. That's all you have. You don't even have to say have a good day. Just, like, be cordial, a normal human being. Like, especially if they haven't done anything to you, you know, like, they can annoy the heck out of you for that, you know, little bit of time that you cross paths with them, you know, every couple days or whatever, but just being cordial and saying hi, you know, that's it. Like, you know, that you don't have to be their best friend. And sometimes, like, sometimes you get blessed because they turn out to be the biggest blessings, you know, and turn out to be the most awesome support and the most awesome people that you can probably ever meet. And so now I'm getting all, like, I owe her a big thank you. Like, she's done a lot for me. That's really good and much needed during a much needed time. Much needed time when you know, I don't have anyone, you know, and like I'm going through a lot of changes, good changes, hard, good changes, you know, and it's lonely. And it's like, she doesn't have to do nothing for, she doesn't do shit for me. I haven't done nothing for her, you know, I barely talk to her, you know, at all, you know, and she's just been nothing but nice to me. Like, that's cool. That's all. I just wanted to share that. I didn't know like where to share that, but I didn't want to like say anything, you know, like, yeah, on any other social media, because I want to do something special for her, like really special. And I don't want her to know. I just gotta figure it out. So I don't think that she's on here, and so like hopefully maybe I can get some ideas. If anyone watches this, please, you know, any ideas? What can I do for her? I don't know, like to surprise her, you know. I always make everyone food, you know, that's like my thing, but I want to like, I don't know. I'm gonna go to like our managers tomorrow, you know, here, because she's been having some issues, you know, unnecessary issues, you know, that I won't get into, but and it's just not nice. And I got her back for real. And I was gonna go talk to the manager anyways, but instead, like, you know, hey, look what she's doing, like, this is like really cool ass neighbor, like, I think that we should do something for her, maybe, like, 'cause she's really not that bad at all. Like, she may be a little annoying sometimes or whatever, but like, she's really nice, actually. She's not even mean to anyone. She just talks a lot like me. And I can't believe I don't know what my problem is. We hate in others what we see in ourselves. That's all I have to say. That's it. So, Darla, thank you, Darla. You'll maybe see this video someday. So, thank you. From me to you, I appreciate it. Like, I'm getting ready to cry. I'm like trying to hold it together. It's just really nice. I appreciate it. And she gave me a hug the other day. That was the first time I got a hug in a long time. Like a real hug, and like, it's just cool. Thank you. That's all.